Morning. Rightio guys, I'm in a bit of a rush, got to get going this morning. We are still chipping away dry sowing. So I just got to get organised, got a couple of filters to clean out. We'll run up in the truck and get started because we've got a reasonable sized day today. We've got to finish where we are and then we've got to move out to Belalee, so let's do it. Apparently the cylinder heads arrived for this thing as well. Landed in Melbourne, I want to say yesterday or the day before, so that's exciting and couldn't be any better timing, to be honest, right as we've started seeding, when I've got plenty of time up my sleeve. Dad's just going to pick up a sheep feeder out of a paddock and he said he might need a lift to get back to his ute when he gets back toward the house there. Would you be able to run him up? Do you know what I've forgotten? Something to clean the windows on the tractor with. It's just gonna have to be a rag. It's just gonna have to be a rag. Right, we'll go park this truck out of this paddock. I've not got much to go in here, only like 10 hectares, and then I just got to top up with a bit of fertiliser before we move out to Belalee. Yeah, the thing about seeding vetch is you really don't need a lot of vetch. Like, it only goes out at about 35 kilos a hectare, so once you fill up the air seeder with vetch, you got a long way to go. So that's one thing I really like about seeding vetch. Fertiliser, not so much, you still got to fill up with that, but hey, I'm all about less work. Clean some windows and get at it. First things first, I might change a broken point over. See if this wants to play the game or not. You can see the difference there, broken, and there's sort of 3 sections on there, so that's, yeah, well and truly up the second section. Once they get past that bottom section there, that's when they're starting to get wore out, really. Pull out your circlip. Look at that. New one in. Circlip back in. Job done. Right, I am not going to check too much over on the bar because before we moved up to this paddock last night, I gave everything a good check over, so we'll be able to get straight into it. I only did 4 hectares, I reckon, in here last night, so I think we're good to go. Windows, oh, I can sort of see out of them now, so that's good. I've already worked up a thirst this morning. Rightio, so we're kind of just throwing caution to the wind a little bit at the moment. They've sort of been talking up rain, they're talking down rain. Who really knows what's going to happen? I look again this morning and it's looking very favourable for rain on Tuesday. It's Sunday now, so, and they're also giving us a relatively good chance, a chance of rain at the end of the week as well, giving us 1 to 20 mil at the moment. So obviously 1 millimetre is not going to be very good, but if we can actually land a decent rain, like 20 millimetres, all this stock feed that we're seeding now, the vetch and everything will all germinate and start growing, and that would be an absolutely ideal start to the season for us. Have all that stuff in and germinating before the end of April would be really good. So we're sort of yeah, we're risking it a little bit. Like, we don't really know how much rain we're going to get. If we ended up getting 10 or 15 mil and it germinated some of the vetch and then we didn't get rain again until the end of May, we might be in a bit of trouble, but that's farming. Not much to go in here now. Just got to fill in some headlands and then we'll be done. Top up and get on the road. Rightio, all done in there. Filling. Kind of almost looks like a shower of rain out that way at the moment. I think they were saying there's a slight chance of a shower today, but I don't like our chances. So this paddock I just did and the next paddock we're sowing vetch mixed with a plant called Sub-Zero for stock feed. Sub-Zero basically just looks like canola seed. I'll try and find some. See that tiny little black seed there? That's it. It kind of grows like a big cabbage and the sheep love it. Something like that anyway. If you watched any of my, or you've been watching my videos and you saw back when I was out doing some summer spraying and I said that we were chasing, in one of the videos we were chasing a prickly weed called Bathyspur. It's got thorns all over it. Well, this is it here. Have a look at that, like little needles all over the plant. And then these little seeds here, they get stuck in the sheep's wool and the sheep cart them everywhere. They spread themselves very nicely. Lovely. Anyway, let's get on the road. Probably got 40 minutes on the road. I've got 45 hectares to do out there, but it is not an easy 45 hectares. It's probably my third least my third least favourite paddock to seed. It's pretty tough going. I didn't realise you were at the bitumen crossroad. I thought you were at the other one.
I was probably just over halfway, so I thought I might as well go straight.
Oh, yeah.
I was already on the first crossroad. So I
hello.
Thought I might as well. Hello.
Yeah,
Tractor.
You probably can't go for a ride now, baby.
No, I got to drive out to Balele. If I knew you were coming, I would have got you to pick something up from the workshop for me, but anyway.
Oh, what is it? I can always go grab it and bring it. I'll put the truck back in here.
I want a sewing point, because I got one broken.
Oh.
And I haven't got any more in the tractor. Doesn't matter though. Delivery of food. Thank you to my lovely wife. Alright, we got to get on the road, man. The day is ticking away. I'm losing daylight here. Few blokes getting after it. Race him. Not the most intelligent creature. I'm just crawling along at like, what, 27, 28 k's an hour and it's just hopping along in front of me. Why don't you just wait for me to go past, mate? Oh, these mates up here now, we got two. Hey! We lost one. Now we got his mate up the road here. See how long he's gonna hop up the road for. This could be a while. I'll just let you know what happens. Now, this soil out here is a little bit different and it's come off 2 years of being cropped, so I think I might need to have a good check over everything once I get going and just make sure, just check seed depth and all that sort of thing. This soil doesn't really pack down hard like the stuff at home either, so I think we shouldn't have as much trouble getting into this. Hopefully I can work it at a bit better speed as well, which will be nice. Alright, I've done a little bit here, so I'm just going to have a good old scratch around and see how everything's looking. Vetch is always hard to find. because we're sowing it at such a light rate and it's black and the dirt's brown. So you got a little tiny brown seed in there, black seed in there in the brown dirt. It's very, very hard to find. There we go. I think that's about as good as we're going to get it. I did just take the stops up just a touch when I came in here, just because I know this soil's a little bit different to at home. And I think it looks pretty good. I'm fairly happy with it. There's maybe some that's a touch deep, but then it's just so uneven. Then there's some that's a little bit shallow, so it's about as good as we'll get. And now to make things even more fun, my RTK, which is my quote unquote 2 centimetre accuracy, is not working here because it needs cell phone reception, and this paddock here is the only paddock just down here in this little section where we don't seem to get any signal. You go down the road about 200 metres and it comes back, and I'm pretty sure when you're on the right angle there's actually a tower just back behind that hill there, and I don't know what it is. It just blocks the signal, but I'm going to have to see this little section on autonomous, which means like right now I'm overlapping about 3 or 4 times, and then next thing I'll be missing a bit. But there's not much I can do about it down in here. We probably need to get something to try and boost the phone reception to the tractor somehow. But luckily this is just Vetch for sheep feed, so it doesn't really matter. We'll just get the stuff in the ground. Anyway, I'm going to have another sandwich, and we might get the drone out. Not a good day to be flying a drone out there. It is so windy. I was getting warnings coming up on the screen saying, wind too strong, cannot return home, descent. No, I bought this thing online about a week ago because yeah, they're really handy for wearing when you're filling up the air seeder and stuff at night, and you can't see much. That way you don't have to carry around a torch. It's on your head. Well, it's 10 to 5, so time to check the weather, and there's nothing too exciting yet. 1 to 6, 6 to 10, and then 1 to 15 later in the week, millimetres. We'll see. Now, I am on my last AB line, which is about 50 metres long, and then it's freehand steering all the way around the paddock. Still got 10 hectares left. I've got 10 hectares because there's no straight lines anywhere in this paddock. So, I'm not sure if I'll get it done tonight. I'm also getting very low on fuel, like seriously low on fuel now. Alright, well I got 4.5 hectares to go, but I'm pretty well out of fuel, and Dad's been out here moving dirt, so I'm going to catch a ride back with him. We'll shut down and I'll come back and finish this in the morning, I guess. What's in your mouth? What's on TV?
Shawnee.
What is that?
Shawnee.
That's not Shawnee. It's Bluey.
Bobby.
Anyway, guys, thank you very much for watching the video today. Leave us a thumbs up if you can. Subscribe if you like the videos. Have a good one. We'll see you next time.